do this. Okay, so I was going to make this video live because I kind of like the way I speak in general when I talk, like I have like an audience there, but I don't know, I didn't want to push myself. I wanted to go on my own time, which is kind of what this video is about. So I'm just gonna record it and then upload it, and that's how we're gonna do things. But yeah, today tonight, I guess, I wanted to talk about motivation. Productivity is not what we're going for. I mean, being motivated to be more productive, but on your own time in a reasonable manner, right? Because that's like, you know, such a huge thing, and like that we are all more aware of, right? That like this push for productivity and like hustle culture is like breaking because we can only push ourselves so much, and you need like to care about your emotional well-being as well, or you will burn out. Like that's just a given. So I don't know, I've been having a really cool day and a good morning, so I figured I would just use this morning as an example, as like a little example of taking steps to feel better and then becoming more productive or more motivated. Because I know right now too, with everything going on in the world, it's really easy to be unmotivated and to, you know, just be focused on what's going on and be sad, which is, right, you know, a good thing to sit and feel your emotions, right? But there's also like, I just remember that line in that song, like you can get addicted to a certain kind of sadness, you know? And we're at a point too, I feel like, where we're at right now filming this, it's September, still world pandemic going on. But you know, there is a blessing in it that we are all kind of facing ourselves and our emotions and our thoughts, and like working on ourselves, you know, is a thing, because we all have way more time with it. Just being like everyone having such a me, myself, and I chance, you know. Also, you know, a lot more hobbies have come out. People have learned new things they love and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, it can be hard to stay happy and positive and motivated to get shit done when there's so much going on. Like America is in flames a little bit, you know. But I'm not saying like don't focus on like tune out the real world altogether, because I don't think that's a good idea either, you know. But there's only so much, like, you know, you can stay in feeling helpless about it, and it you know, and out of control about it. And I think an easy way to take control, to feel more in control, is to feel more productive in your own life, even if it's tiny little things. And it's helpful to maybe even like change what those things are. Like, that's why I said little things. Like, and I had an example I wanted to use from the Umbrella Academy. When Five, he's the one that can jump through time, he gets the advice to jump seconds, not decades. You know, like, start small. Why are we trying to make these huge quantum leaps all the time? Yeah, so I wanted to use that as an example of making yourself feel better and cheering yourself up to a place where you can feel more in control of things and get more shit done, and not feel like you're stuck on the couch or bed, you know, beating yourself up about how unproductive you are. I see you. We all do it. Like, okay, maybe not all of us, but it's a thing like that. Our culture kind of pushes. A lot of cultures push. So yeah, so my little trick is, yeah, like I said, make yourself feel better, but that's personal, so any way you can. So I figured I would use my example from this morning as an example. And before I give it, first off, I'm a super into music. Music is really important to me. So take my example of music and like put it to whatever you're into, whatever you like. But yeah, I woke up. I hadn't got much sleep the past few days, so I slept a long time. And this morning, on Saturday, my son goes with his father, so he got picked up, and then I went back to bed because I was still tired. slept a few hours, and woke up in just like this mood. Like I was just, I don't know, kind of like almost game. I meant to say shame and guilt at the same game. Shame and guilty, and like wasn't sure why, and I knew it was one of those things. Sometimes, like it's important to figure out what's causing your emotions. Sometimes I know it's just my own old BS or drama, and like, do you have like imposter syndrome or certain thing? Like certain things that would make sense to why I'd be feeling those things. Also, guilt and shame for not being on top of things that I want to get on top of. Hence the whole thing, sitting around feeling sorry for yourself that you're not getting stuff done is making you not get stuff done. And I'm not saying like don't feel bad for yourself, but also like acknowledge yourself, acknowledge your pain, but it doesn't need to be this like long drawn out thing if it's continuing to, hinder your progress. And to feel better, you don't have to make these huge jumps. You can do tiny little things that make you feel better, that boost your entire mood and outlook, and therefore change kind of like your day's route or your mindset's route, and how things are going, because mindset's everything, right? So yeah, I don't know what started it this morning. If it was, I just woke up in a mood. And I said to myself, I'm like, you know what? No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this, self. Because I have this line I love, and it's from a book, You're a Badass by Jen Sincero. And she says, love yourself more than your drama. Which is pretty much like, that's like my, I love that so much. That's totally my thing. And so I kind of like, I had that moment with myself, and I was like, we're not doing this. Because I do gotta get stuff done. So like, on one point, I'm a big believer in, you do have kind of all the time in the world. Time is really just a construct. But on the other hand, like, I live in this world with deadlines, and like, I gotta get stuff done. And I had to get certain things done, like moving this fish tank, to clear my space for my son's homeschool stuff. So just like big, like daunting tasks, but that really weren't they weren't really that hard. I just needed like to be in a better mood about it and not like dread it. But I was like, we're not gonna do this morning. I was like, we're gonna get some stuff done today. Because there was some of it I tried to get done yesterday. There's the guilt. See, it was over nothing. But because I didn't get it done yesterday, and I was just like upset about it. So I knew I had to get it done because school starts Monday, so I needed to get this desk done. And while I have free time, it's just myself, I was like, we're not doing this. You need to get this done today. So, what was it? I played a certain song. I was like, that's it, I'm going to play a song. Because that's a thing about me, too. I'm noticing that I'm a solitude-loving person. Nothing wrong with that. But sometimes I need the distraction. Like, some people, like, always sleep with their TV. But now I'm starting to learn, and maybe that's good for me. Like, instead of silence so much. But, like, I like it, but I need to brighten up my world a little now, like, now and then, here and there. So I played this song, and I was like, okay, we're doing this. I'm gonna take a shower. And then I remembered that I just bought myself a new speaker, a new Bluetooth speaker, and it's waterproof, so I can put it in the shower. Because my shower speaker had finally crapped out after like years. I had a Bluetooth. It wasn't even a shower speaker, it was just like my bathroom speaker that I used in the shower. This one's waterproof. And there is another, I don't know if it's related, but an example of like treating yourself. Because even the little steps like this, if you have so much crammed about like hustle culture and you like you'll feel guilty about putting on a song to like go get stuff done, like to treating yourself. Like I feel like there's this whole mentality too that can get in your brain of like wisdom and knowledge and like good stuff only comes through suffering, so therefore joy and like lack of suffering is the opposite. But see, and I used to believe that, and I think like the first half of my life when I was really little, when I grew up I wanted to be really psychic and wise. That sounds really dumb, But I also believed that, you know, those hard lessons, I was told straight up that, you know, sometimes, you know, God puts, you know, good people through hard lessons, blah, blah, blah. And also to point out too, like, I don't know if that many people are into astrology that watch, but I am very Saturn heavy and Saturn dominant. And Saturn is the planet all about like life lessons and stuff like that, like karmic heavy stuff, that whole like you grow through pain. Like, it's not always through pain, but the struggle makes you smarter. So, you know, and Saturn heavy people tend to grow up early and all that stuff. So I've spent the second half of my life getting away from that, and like I've learned that you can learn from joy just as easily, if not easier, than you can from pain, and it happens pretty fast. So there's that. Yeah, because the beginning of my life was filled with a lot of like, I've been through a lot of stuff that I don't talk about because really there's no reason to unless it comes up. Yeah, and then the second half of my life has just been a freaking blast since my Saturn return, honestly. Like, people are really scared of Saturn return, but I'm telling you, mine's almost done, and it's been pretty cool. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. So yeah, I remembered I had this Bluetooth speaker, so it got me a little pumped. I was like, okay, I'm gonna set up my new speaker. It's gonna be fun. I set it up, and I just like randomly played this playlist, and was just like really into it, you know, and like a song is playing and you're in a good mood and it's just like, it bops, you know, you just can't help but like move or sing to it. Like, that was me, and I was like, cool, this is like not the mood I was in like an hour or even a half hour ago. And even one of the songs I've been replaying all day, it's called Mood, like Why You Always in a Mood, and it was just like me laughing at myself this morning, you know. But that's just my theme of the day, is like changing mood states consciously, I guess. But yeah, since then I've been really productive on my own time, my own terms, but I got the big stuff done, and I know little things that I've yet to get done are things that I know I can do in like a minute. So I don't rush myself that much these days. The whole thing of like, you don't have to learn through pain, you can learn, there's the joy route too. Well, I mean, all of it is kind of, joy is kind of all encompassing, isn't it, you know? Like, when you kind of look at it from a bigger perspective, the joy and the pain, they all kind of meld together in just one big learning experience that you're grateful for. Sometimes, I don't know, it really depends. But gratitude, that was it. It switched my mind to a gratitude mindset. I was like, I freaking love this speaker. Oh my god, my life is awesome. Like, I feel so bougie. Because that's another thing, like, I guess it's Capricorn and the Saturn stuff. Like, I can be really penny pinching with myself. Like, if people are crowdfunding, I can spend money, but like, God forbid, I have this old crappy thing that's breaking. I'm gonna be like, nope, it's perfectly good, keep it. There's another year left at life of that, you know? I can be very old grandpa, like, this still works. And I realize it's cheap. Like, I gotta stop being so damn cheap. Because, yeah, like, everyone's into manifesting these days, so there's little tricks. So, like, do little things that make you feel rich. Even if it's buying yourself a 20, however many dollars that was. You know, because I realized, I was like, okay, music is really important to me. I'm gonna deal with not having music in the shower, but I'm gonna I'll be probably still a little bit annoyed that it's broken, I don't have one. Just treat yourself to a new speaker. So I did, and I was just feeling really glad that I did that. I was like, yeah, this was a good decision, I feel good, this is awesome, there's music it's in the shower with me. It's not just like, it's right there, like, this thing was pretty cool. So, but yeah, the rest of the day went pretty good. So another little thing that helps is, I'm getting a book here. That's why it's like under this little table. I know it sounds really corny, but I do keep a positive aspect book. And sometimes when all I can see is crap, and I'm just in a crap mood, or if I'm in a really good mood and I want to like materialize that and like make it even more real, kind of like, you know, your little spelling test and you like your vocab or whatever, the more you write it down, the more your brain remembers. It's kind of the same thing. Like, this book is magical, dude. There are things I've written down that were affirmations that weren't true, that I looked down, like, I look back 6 months later, that had come true. But yeah, I'm going on a rant. But this is, you can see how dirty it is. Like, I've taken it around so many places, and it's leather. I wouldn't have, it was a gift. I wouldn't have bought leather. Is it real leather? Feels it. But, just positive aspects. Like, one, I could think right now I'm in a good mood. I could probably think of way more right now. But, my cat is, let me show you, is resting on my foot. That's pretty fun. I love that they do that. My cats feel comfortable and close enough with me that they come and rest on my feet every chance they get. That's awesome. Two, I'm sitting on a really dope meditation pillow. I've always wanted one of these. I put getting one off because, again, I don't need one. There's other things, so it's so cheap. And then I bought it, and it changed my life because I can meditate for a long time without my feet falling asleep. And I have a cool little perch to work on. Gosh, what else? I just got this cool new lamp because my old lamp broke, and it's, so I don't want to show you because it's probably going to be really bright, but it's got an Edison bulb. It's pretty cheap. But yeah, stuff like that. You just, like, sometimes if you have to force it, you force it. Sometimes it comes really easy, but keeping a positive aspect book is really helpful for raising your vibration. I don't know why I'm using quotes. I'm using it in quotes because I know it's super hyped up, but I mean, realistically, like, if you want to raise your vibration, you know, I'm not saying, like, again, there's hustle culture, and then on the other end of it, there's, like, love and light everything. Like, let's ignore reality, and that's never, I like to keep my spirituality. I see the yin and yang. I was thinking about this earlier. In the serenity prayer, I really like that. It's so powerful. The God grant me the serenity to, accept the things that I cannot change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. That is so freaking powerful for for anything, every situation. Like, so, yeah. Positive aspect channel are really helpful for mood boosting, especially if, you know, a lot of people out there are going through, you know, some depression, and that stuff is real, and it is hard to make yourself get stuff done when you have deadlines. So this sounds stupid, but if you needed permission to, like, take an extra 2 minutes to play your favorite song, maybe you have the 2 minutes and you're just rushing yourself because you want to be early. Cool, you're already early, play the song. You know, like, little things of treating yourself in little ways and in little things, one step at a time. There's an Abraham Hicks song. It's really cheesy. I sent it to my friend the other day. I was like, this is going to be really cheesy, but I knew she would be on that level and appreciate it. But it's about, like, you know, I could make a quantum leap, but that might be too much to handle. Why not wait and appreciate? No need to burn both ends of the candle. I'll take it one little step at a time on my way up the emotional scale. That is so powerful. So you can look it up. It's just look up Abraham Hicks song, One Step at a Time. It's really cutesy and really cheesy. But that's kind of what I was getting at with this video, is take it one step at a time, going up the emotional scale. Be gentle with yourself. You could do this. I believe in you. And yeah, also, like, forgive yourself every time you're scared to take the next step, and, you know, go from there. Again, any little thing that makes you feel better. The first thing you think of, like, the best feeling thing you can think of. Go for that. One little second at a time. We don't gotta jump decades. We could just jump seconds. Okay. I think I've rambled on. This is at almost 19 minutes now, so I did not want this to be that long. So I'm gonna end this, and I'm gonna post it everywhere. Oh yeah, I didn't introduce myself. This is gonna go on my YouTube. I'm Heather. I'm a psychic and consultant, and my website is psychicmillennial.com. Yeah, you can check it out. Follow me on Instagram. Go on Instagram. Hey, follow me on YouTube. I don't know. You don't have to follow me, but I really wanted to make this video. So I know there's a big spiritual ascension wave happening, and I totally want to be part of that. And I just felt drawn to talk about, you know, little steps to feeling better. So yeah, hopefully I made you feel better in some way, if you needed this. And yeah, I will see you later. Till then, take it one second at a time. Love you.